Welcome back, one and all, to Thionite Blaze Dragon Quest IX. On the last episode, we were struck down low by, well, my own illiteracy. My own illiteracy caused mass confusion, and as we all know, mass confusion is confusing. I am here in the bottom of a cave because that is what I do. In my free time, I like to explore caves. Well, treasure maps lead me to caves, and caves lead me to treasure. It's an endlessly self-fulfilling cycle that just leaves me more and more bereft of loot, because every time I go into caves, well, I always leave with less Sage's elixirs than I enter with these days, which is unfortunate, because Sage's elixirs are quite useful. But anyway, this guy is big, but he may be bigger than me, but his crown, however, I am noting, is less impressive than Nuts and Bolts. Nuts and Bolts have some very impressive crowns to their name. A feather, gold brims, which may apply. Crowns have brims, right? Yeah, sure they do. Ours do. Whether or not an actual crown has brims or whether or not it doesn't have brims, mine do, which make them automatically better. If I did things correctly, and I did do things, I don't know whether or not they've been done correctly because, well, I don't have an answer. This is Shogum. If I've done everything correctly, I might have manipulated RNG in such a way that I'm going to get something very cool when this fight is done. So, let's hope for the best. This is a boss fight at the bottom of a grotto. Good day, and welcome to this place. Forgotten since slime immemorial, this gloom of so many unknown soldiers. But though we have been here for a good many years now, it has become no easier to forgo the thrill of battle. Come, it is slime. If you ooze your life at my hands, perhaps the seal will be broken, and we will go free at last. Bring it on! Bring it on, you red cherry slime guy. You're red raspberry. I'm gonna call you red raspberry jelly, because blue raspberry jelly doesn't exist, even though it really, really should. Shogum is the pinnacle of gooey honor. Having never known defeat, this mythic slime has led countless armies to victory across countless eons. To be commanded by Shogum is a warrior's truest honor, and to face Shogum in combat is equally as petrifying as it is invigorating. To be faced with the certainty of a warrior's death against this mighty foe is something sought after by warriors of all realms. It is said that with his voice alone, he convinced an army of 100,000 demons to lay down their arms and surrender in the face of an unwinnable battle. We may be barefoot, but that does not depreciate our power. We have an immense amount of skill. We're gonna go with Reign of Pain. That's literally the best thing we can do. Nuts, I'm gonna need you. Actually, you don't need to do anything specific. Actually, you do need to do something specific. Shogum is not exactly a terrifyingly difficult boss, so we're just gonna basically go all out and hope for the best. Giga Throw, Bolts, you can do an Oomph on Dynne, and Charles, I guess you could do Big Bang, although you're a paladin, you don't really have. Yeah, I'm gonna do Big Bang. Big Bang attack. Well, Reign of Pain first, but then we can do the Big Bang. 586. Having a level 99 Gladiator is very good, even though Oomph did second. That's fine. Kaboom! Oh no! Double-digit damage. Oh no! 6 damage. Like I said, I may be barefoot, but I am not weak. Barefoot does not equal strength. 234, that's like 234, because numbers increase linearly. Like 1, 2, and then 3, and then if you believe it, 504. That had a 4 in it, which is the number that comes after 4 if you're only talking about positive whole integers. Let's do that again. Reign of Pain did like 600 before, so let's just do that again. Giga Throw, Bolts. I guess you could do Giga Gash, because we're all doing our extremely powerful attacks. Big Banga, everyone attack. Reign of Pain, 871, that's insane. That's a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage. It really is a lot of damage, because it's a lot of damage. 280, I really hope this guy dies before he summons a slime, because, well, that would just potentially throw off the RNG manipulation that I did. 225, don't summon any dudes. Oh no, 31 damage, I'm terrified. Oh no, 31 damage a second time. I'm terrified. Big bang attack. Boom! Is this gonna be enough to kill you? Probably not. No, 666. No, that's a number. Everyone else can just attack as normal because why not? 178. Can we get some combos? There we go. 44. It's dead. Booyah! Shogum. He's a relatively easy boss. I didn't really expect him to be in any way, shape, or form difficult to fight. No, I did not. Each party member receives experience. Except for, well, Dynne receives experience, but it's kind of pointless because, well, Dynne's 99. I should change him to a class that would benefit from getting experience. Anyway, that's 4,000 to everyone. Shogum drops a treasure chest. Booyah, booyah. Apprentice gloves. Nice, that's a 2% drop, even though I technically manipulated RNG to make it 100%. Extremely powerful. And I got the hexite that I needed for that quest. That's the goal that we were looking for. Yes, it was. We can bring that back to the very migraine struck down guy with drunken pools of Everclear. I don't know, it's a title that we need to workshop with him. Emerald Mine of Bane, 64. It's probably not special. Can we, just leave? Yes, please, I'd like to leave. Well, firstly, I'd like to show off those gloves, because those gloves are very, very, very nice, and I'm going to put them to very, very, very good use eventually. Treasure map, Gold Path of Doubt. Yeah, look at those, treasure map. 2% apprentice gloves. Guaranteed every time if you use your homie method of manipulating your RNG. Stay tuned for a dedicated video about how to do that. Who knows when that'll come out, whenever I get around to getting all the information compiled. Treasure map. Yeah, I don't need to put that away. Or I do need to, I don't need to put it away, I just don't need to look at it anymore. Where are my gloves? Let me put on my gloves and my boots. Probably don't want to walk barefoot outside of Swimpy Dooms. That would probably not be smart. The only reason I took my boots off is because I needed my boots to not heal me, because these boots heal me. Anyway, those are my red boots. Where are my gloves? Oh, these things. Yeah, these things. Apprentice gloves. Fingerwear that fosters fine movement. Despite what it looks like, or well, I don't know what they would look like. These are pretty much the be-end-all of all ends when it comes to deftness increasing gloves. Let's show it off with my thief. I don't have a thief. Well, technically Bolt has the gloomy gloves, and they increase deftness. Deftness is 248. Put on these bad boys. 3... No, that's defense. Deftness. Okay, so it's a tiny increase, but these are just the baby ultimate armor gloves. We need to make sure that they're the ultimate gloves, which we'll get to. Yeah, these ones, the mental mittens are subpar. We'll put those on. Nice. They kind of match the coat that I have, kind of. It's fine. We got some nice gloves, and we'll get more gloves. Well, technically, we will get more gloves, but not right now. Anyway, you're shivering. You're frozen solid because it's cold out and you're made of ice. I need my whistle. Whistle by the whistle. Oh, also, where are the things? Silver orbs. Look at these bad boys. I grinded off against Baramos a bunch of times. And by a bunch of times, I mean probably close to like 25 fights between episodes. It took me a while, but luckily and eventually, with a combination of Thieves' Theory, half-inch, and just some good luck all around, I got 9 silver orbs, which will make some alchemy stuff, well, flat out possible to do, which is good. So I'm glad I got these things. A ridiculously rare orb of sparkling silver. Alchemize it. I will put those to use, or I will put at least one of them to use in this episode. But for right now, we need to whistle. I think we need to go to a place called West Virginia. And by West Virginia, I mean, like, kind of north of Upover. Pretty sure that's where the pool of Everclear was. I probably should have went around the world until I got to the other side and not fly over the ocean. Pay attention to that tree on All Trades Abbey that's on a hill. We'll be back there shortly. Very, very shortly, because that has a quest that I would like to do for us relatively soon. Oh, it's that well. Well on the cliff base. Land right on the well. Do you think I could get the Starflight Express to go down the well? Like, if it shrinks down like some kind of cartoon, like, like straight down into the well? I could probably do it. Oh, a Gleben Groat. Are you the dude? You're the dude, because this is your pool of Everclear. I got your hexite. Oh, it's you. uh, how did you get on? Did you get some of the hexite? Yeah, I did, believe it or not. You can have the hexite, cephalopha ding dong, or cephalopod, cephalgernon. Flowers? Do you have something to do with flowers in a past life or something like that? Oh, this is it. This is piercing pain. Hexite, yes. At long last. Well, down the hatch then. Here we go. He greedily wolfs down the hexite. How's it treating you? What exactly is hexite? Because I feel like hexite is like a rock. I feel like, well, I suppose people eat salt and salts are rocks, and I suppose people do consume pills for various reasons, and they're technically kind of close to rocks. They're solids. Is it a small piece of hexite? I'm just imagining like a fist-size rock that I got, because I mean, that Shogum guy that we fought, he was pretty big. So unless I literally ripped out the heart and the heart was kind of small, I don't really have it. You do you, my friend. I got you your cure. Can you just pay me? You good? You're shimmering and you're shaking. Oh yeah, here we go. I can feel my powers returning. What powers? Excuse me. You have powers? What kind of powers do you have? Scaramumu manga. What? Scaramumu manga. This is my newest manga that I have penned and written. It's about, well, look, I know there's a bit of a preconception around the topic, but it's an isekai, like ice cube tray, whatever the youth are calling that genre. It's about this cow, right? The cow gets abducted by aliens, and, you know, that goes as you'd expect. It gets probed, whatever. They do their experiments. They learn about bovine culture and religion. But the thing is, the story starts off when the cow falls back to Earth, because there was a tractor beam malfunction in the spaceship, and it kind of shuts off midway. The cow's just like 3 stories up in the air. It falls back down to Earth. It bumps its head. It dies in the field, the middle of a crop circle, because it's an alien abduction. Of course, they're crop circles. But the cow gets reincarnated as the hero of a fantasy world. High fantasy. There are orcs and goblins and trolls and elves, and all of these things exist. And the cow, it basically learns to dual wield swords. It's an entire adventure that they go on. It's a very verbose cow, first of all, as a protagonist, and the story I find to be perfectly compelling and very emotionally driving. There's like at least 3 competent love interests, but it's built up over the course of like 800,000 pages. Would you like to invest in my Mumu manga? You probably, I would recommend it. It's basically like, if I don't want to toot my own horn or you know, moo my own moos, but I personally think it might be considered the next One Piece. So I mean, you know, you get in on the ground floor, you get some moo paraphernalia, like this moo milk. Working title, because I feel like there might be a tiny bit of copyright infringement with the Monarchy of Hyrule, but we'll work on that. We'll work on that. There's a flash of light so bright that Dynne can't see a thing. What did you just do? Did you just throw milk in my eyes? He gets the feeling that someone might have run in and run out again quickly. Your wish is my command. Look in your pocket. Dynne finds a loose cedar shard in his pocket. Oh, wow. You just, I don't know, flashbanged me and then put a rock in my pocket. That was your wish, wasn't it? My prediction of what you wanted most in the world was completely correct. I mean, Lucida shards, I guess. They're kind of useful. I could use them for alchemy. Yeah, sure. You know what? This guy has just gotten, like, he just finally had the opportunity to beat his massive headache. I am not going to be the one to just give him another one by being ungrateful for his rewards. This is absolutely what I desired. It's not in any way, shape, or form lackluster compared to a variable colored orb that may or may not be in your possession. But who knows? I'll appreciate this all the same. But of course it was. And now you know the wonder of Grand Wizard Cellophane. You must spread it far and wide. Success! The Mager Migraine quest has been transgressed with finesse. Beautiful, my newest angelic friend. If you'd like to indulge in the Everclear pool, feel free. There is a ladle right next to it on a little post I nailed into the ground. If you want to fill up your canteens as well, you can do that. After a point, it kind of just became, you like self-refilling. I don't even know what kind of magic I might have used, but that little pool of Everclear kind of just started to bubble one day, and then it just never stopped refilling itself. It's always been Everclear. Like, it's not like a water spring that kind of just spontaneously poofed into it. I don't even know what the reason for it working is, but it works. Anyway, if I wanted to do that again, I could for more Lucida shards. I'm just gonna slurp up your ever-filling Everclear pool. Ever-filling Everclear pool. You can use that as like a tourist attraction. If you want to charge, you should probably charge. I realize I get it for free because of, I'm your Hexite supplier, but like, is this a pool of Everclear? Maybe people built a well up here because this is where the ancient well makers did all of their business for Everclear mining, I guess. Do I have to talk to you again? I feel like I have to talk to you again. I think. Maybe. You still have a quest. You have a different quest? I can repeat the quest. Can I? I should just talk to you. Hi, I'm back. I'm Grand Wizard Cephalopha Ding Dong. Oh, I know why you're here. You want me to make your wildest dreams come true. I'm afraid you've come at an opportune time, and by opportune, I mean the exact opposite, an inopportune time. No, I don't need your wishes. No, I'm not helping you with Shogum anymore. I don't have any Hexite. If I wanted more Lucida shards, I would help you, but I do not. I'm done with you. I'm still not completely over the first round of Everclear that I took. No, I already did this. You don't want to? I see. Fine. Well, just remember that dreams don't come true just like that. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, guy. Whatever. You. Are you the one with the quest? Oh, it's you. How you been, friend? There was something I wanted to ask you, actually. Now that you helped Cephalopha Ding Dong do his stuff with the Hexite and the migraines and the Everclear and all that, I kind of need your help for something myself now, My name's Fickser, by the way. I'm Cephalopha Ding Dong's, well, legally, I guess you could call me his apprentice, kind of. On paper, at least. Like, he filed out paperwork. Legally, I am his apprentice, but, realistically, kind of a manservant. Anyway, if you've got what it takes to get some Hexite for him, you might be able to help me out with that thing that I mentioned 20 seconds ago. I can't exactly tell you why, but, and I really need you to kind of empathize with my plight at the moment, I kind of really need to get a hold of a lucky pendant. You are quite literally the only human who's been down here in about 8 decades. So out of necessity and pure desperation, really need your help. Could you please get one for me from somewhere, anywhere, literally anything, anytime, any place? If you have to rob some old woman's grave, do that. If you can make it yourself, do that. You can find it in a jar somewhere, do that. Like, I'll accept it from any location, please. You've received a quest request from a very desperate turban-wielding guy in a cave, filled with the overwhelming stench of alcohol and Everclear. 164, Fickser, an apprentice to the Grand Wizard Cephalopod, wants you to take him to a lucky pendant. Or reverse that, if you can take a lucky pendant to him, he'll be just as pleased. He can be found in the well in Western Wormwood. Yes, that is where I am, and I have one on my person. You will? Oh, brilliant. Thanks, a lifesaver, my friend. You are a lifesaver. And, I should probably, look, I don't mean to be pushy or anything, but I kind of need it soon. I've kind of been pushing off the reason why I need it for about 8 decades. So if you could get it now that you promised you would, if you could do it quickly, that would be, well, the best. You would be the best. I would bestow upon you the title of the best. Fixing Fickser's Fix. This entire place, this entire well is literally just about me being the delivery boy to fix people's fixes. Sure, I could get you your fix of necklaces and jewelry. It's a lucky pendant. You have one this entire time, and you just let me beg and plead and gripe and moan and whine at your feet until you... Can I have it? Please let me have it. Please, 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 please. I will get back to your feet and massage your boots. They're very nice boots, by the way. But yeah, you can have it. There you go. You've actually given it to me. Oh my god. It's been 80 years. You've probably noticed too, haven't you, that Cephalopod's not really a grand wizard. Well, I mean, he's not really a wizard at all, again, legally speaking. But his dad was. Oh, yeah, his dad was a wizard. Yeah, and my uncle works at Nintendo. He just grew up in the kind of environment, you know? He never really questioned it. The thought that he might not have the gift never even crossed his mind, you see? Even though he couldn't conjure way his out of it. Whoa. Even if he thought... The brain. It is like Pinky and the brain are tap dancing on my gray matter. The thought that he might not have the gift never even crossed his mind, even though he couldn't conjure his way out of a wet paper bag. Even though getting out of a wet paper bag, if it's on your face, is kind of tricky because, you know, it kind of clings. So if it covers up your nose or your mouth, or if it gets in your eyes, like brown paper bag water, kind of like it gets like that pasty kind of texture. And if it gets your eyes closed, or if it gets up your nose, it's kind of bad. Anyway, it's my job to help things along, if you know the know. So, you know, keep up the illusion. Keep it alive, you know, if you will, and you know. Which is why I had to have the lucky pendant. It's for a customer who wished for one, pretended appeared by magic, yeah? I know it's a hassle and you're not getting any credit, but just think about how I feel. Maybe this'll sweeten the deal. Just a touch, just a touch. Just a touch. Tiniest of touches. A crown of clarity? Well, it was a crown. I know my crown's already surpassed Shogum's crown, so, well, maybe it might be better than what we have, but I have, like, the summer crown and Apollo's crown. I have the crown of a god. I don't know if it'll be better than mine. Maybe you can help with some more of Cephalopha Ding Dong's magic in the future, eh? I'll make it worth your while. Will you? Will you? Consulting with the Omniscient Tomes does imply that I can, for instead of more Crowns of Clarity, Sorcerer Rings. If you want to repeat this quest for Sorcerer Rings, you can do so. I'm gonna open up your box and take your nails. Is that your workshop tools? Well, good for you. What does this crown look like? Is it any better than what I may have already? Probably not, because I have a slime crown, and that's not really, well, interesting. I also technically have circlets. And, I mean, they're crowns of a sort. And I have a spell word circlet, and a gold circlet, and normal circlet. And I mean, like, again, crowns of a sort. Oh, this is like the crown of a king. A headpiece once worn by a sage. A Willem sage. Willem Dafoe. Spring breeze hat. Compared to my crown. My magical mending goes down, and that's not really beneficial, but my magical might goes up by 2 and my defense goes up by 1. I mean, I can wear it for a bit. No, it blends in with the hair too much. No, I'm putting the spring breeze hat back on. Give me my hat. It's got a feather in it. That hat is called macaroni. Anyway, that's it for the well. I did all the things that I need to do in the well. That was my well quest, and it's well and truly over with. Let's go back to Stornway, because again, you might remember from the beginning of this episode how I pointed out that we had some silver orbs. I'm going to put them to use right now, because again, we did beat Baramos like 25 times or something like that. It was a lot. Took me a hot minute, but I got 9 silver orbs to use, and I'm only going to use one of them at the moment. Welcome back, my boy. Shall we get to cracking? Yes, please. Take my walnuts, crack them over my back, and then you can, I don't know, feed me the walnut shrapnel. Walnuts are nature's grenades, because you can, I don't know, put some gunpowder inside of them and then light them on fire, and then they'll blow up. And then you'll have walnuts in your body because shrapnel. Anyway, using a recipe. I need items. I need a Sage's Stone. I need 3 birdsong nectars in that case. Can I make 3 birdsong nectars? Nectars? Birdsong nectars. Queer concoctions that confer a sweet singing voice. Alchemize it. Yes, please. I can make 3 of them. And I will. Yes, get to cooking. You shall cook up 3 of them because I have the nectar, the fresh water, and the hibiscuses, which is good. I'll toil and trouble and make myself 3 phials of birdsong nectar. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do, birdsong nectar. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Birdsong nectar. It's, well, birdsong nectars are something that exist as like a one and done type of nectar because, like, you technically could reuse the bottle, but, like, considering it's poured out of the birdsong nectar's, like, the bird of the birdsong nectar's bottle's beak, like, the nectar comes out of the beak is what I'm trying to say. And considering that entire thing is hollow, it's not like a tiny, like a little tube with a bunch of embellishments like the wings. The wings are hollow. The head is hollow. The feathers are hollow. The little perch that it's on, that's also hollow. Getting inside to clean these things is, well, impossible. Which is why these birdsong nectars are like one and done. Because, like, you try and clean the inside of it, you'll fail. Like, you could try and use it as a reusable bottle, but, like, you just get, like, mold growing in there after, like, a week because you just can't clean it. You just can't. It's terrible. It's not, it doesn't let light through, so it's, like, dark and dank all the time. You put these things in, like, even remotely humid environment, you'll get, like, black mold in these things after a few days. It's not recommended. It's really not. It's honestly, it's recommended even by Celestrian standards to just kind of, well, after you make it, pour out all the nectar into a different container so you don't have to deal with it. It's just not good. Really not good. Anyway, the fact that I have to use 3 sages elixirs. The pinky in the brain. Please leave my brain alone. Well, luckily, regardless, I got the orichalcum, I got the birdsong nectar, I got the silver orbs. Just make the thing. Make the thing, yes. I'll toil and trouble and make you a rock out of this rock and this orb and this nectar. Look at this. This is a Sage's Stone. I have no idea. I have no idea what you did with the silver orb, but based on what you've handed me, Mr. Crackpot, you've just basically taken my lump of orichalcum and, well, used the nectar to super glue some rods and a little, I don't know, some kind of, I guess like some kind of nipple onto the orichalcum. Where did my silver orb go? Why did you have to, what does this thing even do, by the way? A rock that restores everyone's HP when used in battle. Oh, this is the stupid item that does like 90 HP to everyone and is really, really pathetic as a healing item. Because, well, for a silver orb, it's garbage. Anyway, I needed one of those for a quest, and, well, I technically needed to make one for the Alchemy. So, there's that. Anyway, Aaron, sorry I just left, even though I'm coming right back. I kind of need to stay at the inn. I need some French onion soup, and, well, I kind of need the sun to be up because the castle is closed in the middle of the night. You can't go and pester your monarchs after sunset. Lord forbid. I wish you a very fun journey. Thank you, Aaron. I'll take care of myself, and you take care of yourself. We'll all take care of each other. That's what we do. That's what we do. Hello, child. Have I spoken to you before? I saw loads of stars flying up into the sky the other night. What are you talking about? Oh, the Celestrian star storm. Yeah, that didn't happen. By the other night, do you mean like a few months ago? That was a while. I've been doing stuff. It was so pretty. I hope it happens again. I don't. That was the most traumatic experience of my eternal life. Like, I had to say goodbye to all of my brothers and sisters, my entire Celestrian family. I had to temporarily say goodbye to the Lady Celestria. It was a very sad, heart-wrenching moment in my life. The fact that I had to say goodbye to literally my family and everything I've ever known with the expectation that I would, as a mortal, die on this terrible, dirty earth, even though I kind of love it. I love mucking away in the dirt, but, like, it has to be under my willful volition. Look, saving the world, it's something I did of my own free will, but, like, Anyway, dude, I got your rock. It's one of the dirty rocks that I've pulled out of the ground, whiling away, saving people, doing things. You again, how's it going? You got that rock that I asked you for yet? Give Brandon the Sage's Stone? Yeah, you can have it. It cost me one of those, like, extremely rare silver orbs that I had to, farm off of an undying, immortal, dead dinosaur. So, you really better pay well for this thing. Oh my god, this looks like the real thing. Nice work. I was obviously right to put you on the case. It looks like the reward is yours then. I hope you appreciate it. Oh, a green orb. Honestly, if I can trade in a silver orb for a green orb, that's honestly really beneficial to me. I will take that. I will take that every day of the week. The competition commission quest has been transgressed with, would you believe it, finesse. Yeah, boy, that's what we're about. Bit more than you were expecting, eh? Well, good work is paid with good rewards in my experience. That's how I get returning business. Speaking of returning business, I'd better ask your name. Come to think of it, yes, I probably should. I would like to avail myself of your services in the future. Dynne, eh? I'll remember that. I will remember that. Brandon! Right, you hired a second guy. Did they get the rock? I got it. I got the stone you asked for. Don't ask me where I got it from, because that is a very illegal answer, but I got it. Oh, it's you, Veronica. Well, I'm afraid to say that you are, remarkably, too late by about 6 seconds. Dynne here has already brought me the stone. We were in negotiations this current moment, so I'm very sorry to say, but I do not require your services any longer. Huh? You're kidding, right? You didn't tell me you tendered the job out to other contractors. My grandfather left me this stone, and now you're telling me it's too late? You know how hard it was to decide to give you this? I at least deserve expenses for all the work I put into sorting that out. I can't believe you do this. Oh, I'm sorry, my dear, but you and I can no longer do business. I'm afraid you'll have to find another buyer. Goodbye. He said your name was Dynne, right? So you're Dynne. I've been looking for you. I heard you were a good alchemist, so I was going to see if you might want to help me out with something. And then you go and do this to me. I feel like I've made an enemy on this day. I have gained an ally in Brick Dixon, or whatever his name was, but I've made an enemy of Veronica. I feel like we should sleep with one eye open. Nuts, Bolts, Charles, I'm gonna need you guys to set some magic traps. I know Bolts isn't the... Bolts, I know you're not the best with magic. I probably shouldn't talk about you as if you're not there. I know you're here. You just kind of get a vacant look in your eyes when you're, well, staring at enemies or future enemies. You have that 1,000-yard stare in your eyes right now. Anyway, Bolts, Nuts, Charles, I need you to set up some magic traps around camp tonight. And keep an eye out for poison. If something smells like walnuts or almonds, it's probably arsenic. I don't know. Do you, as humans, have sensitive noses to that kind of stuff? As a Celestrian, I have to be aware of that. So I have, well, Celestrian ears and Celestrian noses. They're for smelling poisons. Anyway, I'll keep an eye out on the food. You guys keep an eye out on where we sleep. Are you good with what occurred? Probably should have handled that situation a bit more tactfully. The cheek of it! It's up to me who I decide to deal with, right? Right? I'm leaving the job to you from now on. You better not let me down. I won't. I'll try not to. Do you have any more business for me? You should. I feel like you should. I feel like, I don't know. It just feels incomplete. Oh, Dynne, just the man I wanted to see. I needed to ask you for, well, another favor, actually. So it's quite good that you turned up. There's this beautiful type of shield that's been made since ancient times with alchemy. It's called the Goddess Shield. I'd like to take a look at one, but I'm not exactly what you'd call a collector or a connoisseur or any kind of attainer of art. But this particular item has caught my interest. You know how it is, right? All I want is to look at one. Just a single goddess shield. Shouldn't be too much. I don't even want to keep the thing. I just want to admire the artistry of the embossing. I wanted to see the expression on the face of the goddess. I wanted to experience the divinity trapped within the mortal form of this shield. I'll reward you handsomely. As well, you might have gathered by now, I am not exactly a poor gentleman. I have a source of green orbs, as the case may be. So, if you could but do me another favor, it would be, well, in your best interest, monetarily speaking, of course. You've received a quest request. Will you put yourself to the test with quest number 182? Dick Branton, the tycoon you met in Stornway Castle, wants you to make him a goddess shield using alchemy. Believe it or not, I'm way ahead of you. I've already got one. Ah, you'll do it? You already have one. Of course you will. You are proactive like that. Not even giving me the opportunity to outsource my request to other people. Ah, brilliant. Dynne, you strike me down every time because, well, you give me such wonderful things. How do you make a goddess shield? Why are you asking that? You already know. You already have it. An immaculate conception. No, we're not really. We're not conceiving anything right now, unless it's, I don't know, a brain child for new ideas that I can charge exorbitant amounts of money for. Dick, this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Unfortunately, it did have to come at the cost of a business relationship, potentially with Veronica, but again, well, you know. When God shuts a window, he opens a door. Sometimes that door also happens to be a doggy door, but, well, it's unlocked, and it's how we get into the house. Ever since I lost my keys, the only way I can get into the house is through the doggy door. But, you know, like, Dynne, why don't you just unlock the door once you're inside? Because that would be demeaning, and it would defeat the purpose of the thing. And yes, I have your shield. Dick, this is the shield. So this is the famous goddess shield, of course. Ah, Dynne, tell me, you seem to be a rather religious fellow. Do you think this engraving of the goddess, do you think she naturally has eyebrows, or do you think she doesn't need them? Like, it's perfectly sculpted. Do you think they're just such a fair enough of a color that they kind of blend in with her pearlescent skin? This is a question that should be asked every art person in the world. What do you even call an art person? Art connoisseur? Art theorizer? Art person? I'm a tradesperson by trade. I don't exactly know what you'd call an art person. I'm a merchant, a tradesman. Art people don't really have artists, but like, yeah, I guess, but that's not really, I mean, you have some artists who are better than others, clearly. Anyway, regardless, questions for my peers. The face of the goddess is beautiful, regardless of eyebrow conditions. Yeah, that'll be the word. I think I've seen enough now. I'm getting overwhelmed. You can put it away. I said I'd reward you, did I not? And I am a man of my word, a merchant of my manhood, and my manhood is my name, because my name is Dick Branton, and I am a man of my name and my word. So take this and leave me in peace. I am done with you for the foreseeable future. I have no more orbs. You took both of my orbs. This is the purple orb. We have turned one orb into two orbs because of the blessing of Dick, Orb Man. Success! The Immaculate Conception quest has been transgressed with, would you believe it if I told you, finesse. Beautiful, 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 absolutely lovely. Are you sure you don't have any more orbs for me or quests for me to do? Because if you're going to give me orbs, I would gladly do your quests. Did you want something? I already gave you your reward. Leave me alone. We're done. Goddess shield. Oh, don't bring that loathsome thing near me again. Loathsome? I'm begging you. It looks It looks just like my wife. Oh, loathsome in that way. Oh, I'll leave you to your morning. I am not one to intrude upon someone's alone time when, well, they've been thinking about the good lady Celestria. Anyway, let me look at those orbs because I want to admire them. Are they in my pocket? No, they're not in my pocket. Give me my orbs. Oh, look at these green orbs. A ridiculously rare orb of verdant green. Alchemize it. Eventually. I don't know if I need more than one. I might need 3. And if I need 3, I'm probably going to have to fight Malroth. And that's not something that I want to do right now, at least. I will do it eventually, probably in the next episode, depending on what I feel like is worth my time doing. Anyway, the purple orb is very, very nice. Look at it. It's such a good color. Such a deep, vibrant purple. Beautiful. Ridiculously rare as well. It's worth only a paltry 5,000. My Yggdrasil leaf is worth 1/10 of that price, and this leaf, literally plucked from the branches of the world tree itself, can revive the dead. I suppose these are ridiculously expensive. Regardless, that is not it for today, because there's one more thing that I want to do. We need to go, where's my whistle? Whistle, whistle, through the clouds, get me picked up. We need to go down, well, would you believe it? Another well. We need to go around by Batsareg, I believe. There's a well by Batsareg. I think it's this well. Is it this well? Is this the well, or is this the well with the bunny girl? I don't quite remember. It's either this well. Oh, hi, Agri Sculpture. I don't need to say hello to you at the moment. Hello, claws. I don't need to admire your claws, even though your claws are very beautiful. Yes, you, Guten Tag. You are the one that I spoke to before. I wasn't quite prepared to fight the elusive Elucid, but I do believe I am quite ready now. Guten Tag to you as well. I am the world-famous Dr. Munster. I probably want to handle introductions yet again because I do not know if you quite remember who I am. Anyway, regardless, I am compiling a report on the Monster Kingdom, if you recall. I do actually recall, believe it or not. You are after Elucid. You want to kill him incredibly quickly. You are perhaps not aware of my work because, well, the first time you are in and out of the well, I believe you would call this, back in my homeland, we would call this, well, we don't exactly have a name for it because we do not have wells in that part of the world. It's very cold where I'm from. Regardless, my report. Yes, my report. I collect together the entirety of the world's knowledge of beasts. I am currently investigating the smallest number of turns in which the elusive can be defeated. Do you hunger for that knowledge? Do you wish to further the cause of the sciences? Will you defeat the elusive as quickly as possible for moi? You have received a quest request, and this time I am more than prepared to put myself to the test against Quick Quest. It should be a quick quest because, well, I have to beat the elusive quickly. Quest number 166, an academic called Dr. Munster is writing a report on the Monster Kingdom in his lab on the Ondor Cliffs, and he wants you to try to defeat the mysterious elusive as quickly as possible to help him with his research. I will do this thing for you, and I will do so incredibly swiftly. You will undertake the experiment. Very good. You are performing an invaluable service to the world of scientific investigation. The elusive's elusiveness is not exaggerated. That it resides in a grotto somewhere I know. But as to which grotto, in which part of the world, that is thy mystery. You must discover this for yourself. I will eagerly await your return here with the scientific data. You've acquiesced to the quest, research and destroy. I will destroy it because, believe it or not, I already know exactly where I can find the elusive. And I do indeed, I will regale you the knowledge. We need to go to this one, Graphite Cave of Doubt. It's one of my earlier maps. But again, Shogum, elusive. They may be elusive and gummy, but they are also quite weak and, well, they're no, well, I don't want to spoil any of the other grotto bosses. We'll get there. We'll get there a bunch. This is a location that is right outside of... it's not Brigadoon. It's right outside of Gurzoon. It's right outside of Gurzoon. So I'm going to go there. It'll be good. I'll get down there. Oh, hi, Prison Peacocks. I don't need to fight you. No, I don't. I'm going to take the whistle. Whistle! And considering we're right by Gurzoon, because we're right by the plains, and I have a magic flying train. It's a magical train. It flies through the sky. It takes me where I want to go, wherever I want, whenever I want. It's a good train. It's the best train. Gotta love the Starflight. But yeah, that's the grotto. It may be half under poison, but that doesn't really mean anything. I'll see you guys at the bottom of the grotto. One jaunty jaunt through the caves, and we are here at the bottom. Yeah, look at this guy. This guy is green, and he's got, well, very lackluster tiny wings. As is tradition, however, before we fight, I have to do Ring Around the Rosie, because that is tradition, as I just said. This dude is green. He really needs to go outside. I would say touch grass, but I feel like with how green you are, it would be like the grass is touching you, because you'd be like, oh my god, he's so green. We've never been that green. How do we get to be that green? And he, like the blade of grass, he looks to his blade of grass friends, and it's like, yo, George, do you have any idea how we can get that green? And George looks back to Jeff, the other blade of grass that we were just talking about from Jeff's perspective, and it's like, I don't know, Jeff. I don't think we can get that green. Do we have enough chlorophyll? I think it's just like, I realized that the sun makes us like all big and strong. It's like, as Mama Blade of Grass Jeffrey always said, eat your light, it'll make you big and strong. It's like, yeah, George. I don't really know. I don't think we can get that. I don't think there's enough chlorophyll in the world for that. Anyway, hi, Elucid. Can I beat you up insanely quickly? I'm going to beat you up faster than it took for me to have that entire internal monologue where I had like some kind of very, very benign schizophrenic break where I was sympathizing with two esoteric blades of grass that don't exist. Anyway, sorry about that. Hi. How you doing? You, child. You know why it is that all of these grottos are so wildly different? No? It is because his mind is in such a mess, of course. It reflects all the hesitation, all of the doubt and regret in the poor blighter's soul. But I can see what that means to you. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever, you foolish child. Need it beaten into you, do you? Very well, come here, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that because, like I said, I am here to beat you up. Boy, you think you can come at me with that pencil-thin stick of wood and that book with a really shoddily done spine? It's like, oh, the bindery on that book must have been going out of business when they made that thing. Disgusting. Elucid possesses the sum of all knowledge collected by mortal and celestial beings alike. By consulting his book of endless pages, Elucid can receive the answer to any question. He is also uniquely positioned to recognize patterns in the world that no other could perceive. The grottos themselves, random, ever-changing, are the result of discord and doubt present within the minds of the very people who enter them. They are mere reflections of the chaos that gnaw at your deepest thoughts and regrets. I'm going to Rain of Pain, and then I'm going to do a Giga Throw, and then I'm going to do an Oomph, and then I'm going to do a Big Bang Attack, and then I'm going to blow you up. And then it'll go straight to your thighs. 576. Come on, then. Give me all the power you've got. Let's see what you're capable of doing. You're not capable of doing anything. Nothing at all. This is my boomerang. His name is Barry the Boomerang. Oh no. Yeah, like I said, you come at me with this book. I have a shield. Do you think, you know, the old expression, never bring like a sword to a gunfight? Like, you are bringing a book to a shield fight. Like, what do you expect to come out of this? I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna Kazamel you. I've done that before. I've done Kaboomal. I'm gonna Kazamel you. I'm gonna go with my instinct. Bolts, I'm gonna need you to Giga Gash again, and then Big Banga, and then kill him. So this is the second turn, and I've done another 838 damage. This is Kazamel. I'm going to blow you up. Only 195. You must be resistant to that. By the power of my lightning fist. Go lightning fist. 259. Nice. Oh no, 19 damage after you raised your tension. I'm terrified. Oh, 134. I'm terrified. Not like I have over 500 health. 209 with the big bang attack. Nice. What if I just have everyone just attack? Like, just completely unprompted. 174 with 1.2. We get 501 with our boomerang. That's another 126. Oh, if only Charles could go before the dude. Oh no, an explosion of epic proportions. Is that turn number 3? That was probably turn number 3. All right, just do Rain of Pain and then do, I'm gonna have you do, I'm just gonna have you do Giga Throw. It's the same thing as always. Falcon Slash, because that's fun, and then you can do, Bagsy last. You can always go last, sure, why not? Do, 828, nice. Oh, it's like 4 turns, something like that. He's defeated. That was easy. That was child's play. That should not be in any way challenging. It's not. I got more experience from Elucid than I did from Shogum. Oh, child's play. $13.95. Nice. In next to no time. Yeah, I'd say I did that like lickety split. Easy. Easy. Steel World of Woe, 52. Lots of W words. World, woe, wow. Yes, I would like to evacuate. Let's go back to the dude. Where did the dude come from, and where was he going, and what was that all about? Ow, 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 poison. Oh, that's a Gruffin. We don't need to do that. Where was the dude? Where did I just come from? I don't remember. Oh, the hills. I need my train. I need my train. Where is my train? Get my whistle. Whistle! Then we can go back up to the mountain and then in the well, and then we can deliver the good news. That's 2 grotto bosses that we had yet to do, down and dusted, which is fantastic. There's a handful of them left, and we'll get to them eventually. Because I'm about 70% certain that there's at least one quest in the game that requires you to beat each grotto boss. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yo, Dr. Munster, I have done it in approximately 4 turns, but I know you could appreciate this. You could probably get it done a lot faster if I was a bit stronger and had better weapons and, you know, a serious strategy. I bet I could probably do it in 2 turns if I genuinely tried. Ah, guten Tag. 2 turns, you've said. Ah, that is incredible, but for the moment, it remains a hypothetical. Have you defeated the elusive, though? I have indeed, yes. Excellent! This is most excellent news. Now, give me the data. In how many turns did you defeat the beast? 4 turns. 4 turns. That is remarkably correctly. That is quite interesting. Yeah, I see. Very well. Good, very good. Your data will prove extremely useful in the compilation of my report. Very useful indeed. You have performed a great service for the advancement of science. Science, as my companion, Dr. Mobius would always say. Danke. Here, this is for you. A red orb. This is the orb episode. I have silver orbs, green orbs, purple orbs, red orbs. 4 orbs all for me. Red fish, orb fish, blue fish, you're an orb. Everyone's an orb. Orbies. Don't flush them down the toilet. You'll end up getting sued by your local municipality. Success! The research and destroy quest has been transgressed with an orb-fueled finesse quest. Yes, beautiful. Thank you so much, Dr. Moonster. Can I do this again if I could? I actually can. Believe it or not, if you want to fight Elucid again and again and again and again as quickly as possible for all time, you can do this quest over and over and over again, but you don't get red orbs, which is unfortunate by every metric. You get Sorcerer Stones. You get Sorcerer Stones, which is not to be confused with the far more rare and far more, well, resource-intensive Sage's Stone. The Sorcerer Stone is less impressive. Still useful, arguably more useful, but less impressive. Because, well, Sage's stones don't require, or sorcerer stones don't require. I feel like the difference between like the first Harry Potter book. It's like, the stupid Americans, they won't know what a philosopher is, so we need to change it to the sorcerer's stone. I'm gonna hide in this corner. Anyway, that's it for this episode. We did progress. We did 5 quests today, which is great. Don't get me wrong. 4 orbs and 5 quests. That's fantastic. And a crown. Got a crown. Got some orbs. Beat some bosses. It's a good day. It's a very good day. So with that, whether you watch for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in. On the next episode, we're probably almost certainly going to be dealing with some equipment-based and vocational-based quests because we need to get those done. And the sooner we get those extremely quedious tests, that should be a word, a quedious test, and not a tedious quest, a quedious one. 30 seconds, entire thing. Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Dynne Plays Dragon Quest IX. I'll see all of you, beautiful people, in the next episode. Later.